Hi and hello, everybody.
Hi, hello. Who's this?
Who's this?
This is Kegan, Wildman Windle. Oh, look who it is. It's Jim. Hey, Jim.
James, yeah. Let me
Oh, James. Sorry about that.
Oh, Jim, yeah, it's fine. But I'm just trying to sort my camera out, so please.
Okay, well, take your time. I got to sort my camera up too here. That's better view. How's that look?
I can't even see your camera now, so.
You can't see my camera. I'm right here on the right hand side. Oh, this. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Wait.
Let me get my microphone set up too. That'd probably be a good idea,
Yeah,
right?
We are live, by the way. So
See this.
no swearing, no, impropriety or self-exposure, please.
There we go. Hello. I got my microphone here. Let me get my headphones on. Fun. I haven't done anything like this.
Good evening to everybody who's watching now. Damn good coffee time. We're now joined by Jamie.
Hi.
Kegan, who is basically a man of mystery, and Voltaire. I've also invited Tim, but I don't know where he's disappeared to. Yeah, I mean, some people, we come and go. Like, basically, I was a bit upset with how I treated Ben previously on a video, where I kind of ousted him rudely.
What, you? I don't believe that.
Well, I did. I mean,
That doesn't sound like you at all.
no, I'm not like that. But first of all, I'd like to apologise, and secondly, he said actually to me today that he's quite nervous about coming on videos. So
I wonder why.
Not because of me.
No?
No, I mean, I'm
course
actually
not.
I think I'm very welcoming, actually, Voltaire. So I don't really.
Yeah, no, I didn't say you weren't. I was just.
I don't know why you have
curious
to
as why
start
he'd be nervous.
offending me from the off.
Jim, can you hear me? He's very generous with his. He's very inviting. He invited me randomly right now.
Well, I am very generous towards you, Kegan. But on the other hand, if you're going to be driving your car whilst broadcasting as well, like I've seen in some of your videos, I mean,
it's taking
I'm
a
not
nap.
sure.
I was taking a nap, driving and broadcasting all at once.
Yes, and praising Jesus as
driving,
well. So,
I was driving, I was taking a nap, and I was going live on Facebook all at once.
well, that's fair enough. But on the other hand, I think
Amazing.
there is something called, like driving conduct, etc., and the laws of the land. But as long as you can,
those can be learned on a subconscious level to where you can juggle
not to the
all
point where you can actually be asleep whilst driving. I don't.
Oh yeah, I can. You haven't done transcendental meditation, sir? That's one of the Lynch things that we learned at the Lynch Institute.
Can you please stop this now? It's immediately.
So, Kegan, you spent some time at the Lynch Institute, did you?
There isn't a Lynch Institute.
I did, but I wasn't there. I was there in spirit, not physically.
I see. Can you tell us about that?
I'll be back.
I would love to, but again, you're gonna have to be there in spirit or physically to really get the true experience of it. It really doesn't do any justice for me to tell you it as an anecdotally. You all have to be there in person. But I tell you, it's worth the ticket price to get there.
Right. And what is the ticket price?
Well, physical, it's a lot less expensive if you want to do it just in spirit. But in physical, I think it's like a couple grand.
What?
Yeah, but if you want to just drop, donate a couple dollars, you could do it. Meditate your way there.
Because $2,000 is a lot of cream.
Yeah, it is a lot of cream. Well, but hey, he's got to make money somehow.
Yeah,
And, nobody likes Eraserhead that much. So he's got to make. He's got to have.
Point.
He has to figure out different ways of earning revenue, and one of those ways is to charge $2,000 for a ticket. But if you've reached that level where you can just, hey, you know what? You just meditate your way there, pay a couple bucks, and you can go. It's almost like if you were to go to a lecture, and what do they call it? You go to a lecture. You're not really there as a student. You what is it?
Audit the class.
You audit the class. It's like auditing. And the price for auditing the class in meditation mode is $2.
Well, I think
$2.
Yes.
Well, that's a lot less extreme than 2,000. I don't
know what the hell is happening now, but we've got another newcomer to this. Does look like Tim, but he's called HTOMGO4FMAI. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Tim.
Greetings. Hello. Hope everyone is wonderful tonight.
I think possibly I've invited too many people, and I'm getting worried already. But
Oh,
I will
God.
say, Kegan, your sound is diabolical. To be fair.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm using the snowball. It's a blue
Yes,
snowball.
I've got the exact same thing. Where I got mine in Poundland, but
You have
I think his sound is appropriate for a Lynch show.
So what should I do?
Well,
Does
if you
anybody
want-
have any recommendations? This is my first time.
no, I'll say as an introductory thing, just stay on for about half an hour, Kegan. Then after that, go and drive your car while sleeping or something, because otherwise, I am slightly worried that we'll go into just basically bashing TM. Because
All right.
I know you have a low. I mean, you don't necessarily believe it all, do you? To be serious for a moment.
Believe what? Or what are we talking about?
Well, you called it the Lynch Institute.
I believe in meditation. There's power in meditation.
Yes, but you.
Look at the
I
word
mean, but your
meditation.
point is you don't like paying the aspect, and the cult-like aspect, maybe, or
Is this a cult?
not a cult.
A cult?
A cult.
Like,
A C-U-L-T.
that's very Halloweeny.
Or a C-U-O?
I'm not.
Like a
Lynch
horse.
isn't a member of the occult, as far as I'm aware. But
Are you
Yeah,
talking
I heard it's like
talking about cults?
witchcraft.
they're Wiccans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically their
Yeah.
high priestess is Christabel, put in pomegranate.
Naked dance,
Oh, yeah.
thing around the
Christabel,
fire.
It's
Whatever.
pretty,
What a piece of ass.
powerful stuff.
Her
Pretty
music
powerful.
is not great. Okay, she
No,
sucks.
they-
But her
Well,
ass is.
She's a pretty good actress, but her music sucks.
Well, I will say,
I do not abide by that pretentious crap.
I
That
think
is
some of
pretentious.
it is
That's a hot
the band that
take,
she was in
Kegan.
before.
It is a hot take.
Souvenirs.
some
that
of
was
it
a
is better than other parts. I'll say that.
The band that she was in before, the Souvenirs, they were pretty good.
Yeah, but you've got to bear in mind that she's not necessarily. She's more of a singer than a writer, and I think the thing is she lacks.
I mean, she's not even her singing.
Pearls a sinner.
But anyway,
you don't think her singing's
I'll
good?
go there.
It's basically she's just good at what? Being attractive, or
Just
you know.
looking. She's good at looking.
So she's like a Marilyn Manson type. It's all show,
She doesn't need to do
sizzle.
anything. She just look. She just has.
I don't think that's true. I think some Marilyn Manson songs are good. If you want a headache.
All right, then Alice Cooper, that kind of thing, where it's all or a Guar. It's about the show as opposed to the actual.
Yeah, that is.
Art
There's some
or
truth to
music.
that. Actually. And I think she realizes that because when she came on, when I saw her in Manchester, of course, when I was on a canal boat, which I don't know if I've mentioned this before.
No, you never mentioned
yeah.
that.
Well, yes, I was on a canal boat, and
This is new information.
I was thinking of inviting Christabel onto it.
Nice.
Unfortunately, at the last moment, I chickened out because I realised I just wasn't, prepared. And she was very performance oriented when she came on stage, etc. She was just sort of like, hello, kind of not well. That I made her sound basically like
Yeah,
Vin,
it's,
but, I don't know.
she's putting on an affectation.
Yeah, but I mean,
She does have a
obviously,
bit of an
but-
affect to the way she speaks. It's true.
But I think that in itself is that. I think that is basically a throwback. Whether that in itself is good is debatable, I suppose. I mean, I'm
Trying to do a
personally
parody
not.
of Marilyn Monroe type of thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, a bit. But I think also going back to Bill and all that kind of thing. It's like. I'm
So
not
I
a
agree.
big
Then you're agreeing with Kegan. Then she's like a showman, like Marilyn Manson or Alice Cooper. It's more about the show. Even a bit of Rod Zombie.
No, I don't. No, I think she's more comparable to people even related to people like say Divine, who was known through John Waters, that kind of level of camp, Although I don't think she actually eats shit on stage or stuff like, you know.
Ugh.
That's not that
Why
Divine
not?
did that, but that does occur in one John Waters film.
Yes, and that's the reason why I
can't
haven't
remember which
watched
one,
it.
but it's not that bad. It's just like
What's not?
don't do it. You know, don't actually copy.
Hang on, let me write that down. Don't eat shit.
No,
Don't
some
eat
people
shit.
see that film and they immediately go out and pick some off, you know, like a pavement or something.
Scatterfiles.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
I know you deal with a lot of these people, Tim, in your line of work. So.
That's
Just throwing
what
shit
attracted
at
me
each
to
other.
roll.
And what do you?
Yeah.
What is
Me?
he? He's a scatologist.
Oh no, he's basically a carer for.
Troubled you.
Well, I don't want to say anything because it's not my business. It's Tim's. So.
Okay, yeah. So Tim, what do you do?
Yeah,
Sorry,
but I do. I've been fortunate, but I could, in theory, come into contact with fecal matter quite a lot.
I bet.
Oh, my goodness.
Troubled, yeah. You know, I was
Is he-
troubled.
But I haven't.
He's basically like an underpaid social worker, really. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Very
well,
much so.
social work is underpaid.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
That is
he's
I
true.
don't know
doing
about the
God's
UK.
work.
Actually, I heard about the UK. They have
Come on,
great
Voltaire,
programs
please.
over there. Or they used to. There was this program that I heard. I'm on SoundCloud. There's this guy that I know, Gary Reeves. I think he lives somewhere in London, but he's in.
I don't know who Gary Reeves is, but
There's
anyway.
a school. There's a school for mentally ill. It's like an art, like
Art
community where they can all hang out.
Yeah, you're going to get more things like that in a big city like London. Yeah, and
That sounds great.
Yeah.
You
It
don't
does.
do that, Tim?
as long as
Yeah.
they don't throw shit everywhere or.
Tim, do you try to
Stop.
incorporate
You can
that
do-
kind of thing?
That could be an art. You know, it's
You could
about
actually
art there,
use.
so maybe if they set
You
up
could
rules.
create
All right, no, you
lots of
can't,
art with
can't do
it.
that outside, but you can do this in our room.
Oh my
Where
goodness, Tim.
you just go nuts, go create it.
Well, they're
But outside-
smearing.
You ever heard of that
Rules
famous art
inside.
piece called Piss Christ?
Mm.
I'm
Have you
sorry?
heard of that?
Not in
That
real
famous
life.
art
but-
piece called Piss Christ.
I
No, I don't.
if I saw it in real life, I'd probably want to.
Don't do that. Okay, you know that that's real, right? You know that there's
Yeah,
really,
no, that's what I said. It's a famous piece of art called Piss Christ.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
they're gonna go to hell for that.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
probably.
yeah. I mean,
It
they can repent of it, but when he comes back with the sword coming out of his mouth, his garments stained in blood,
Yeah,
are
but he-
right. They're going to be from literal
that's
swords
brilliant.
being cracked on the
Yeah, but
ground.
they
Oh,
want
wow.
that, don't they?
With the sword coming
The
out.
No,
reason
when
they
I,
did it.
I saw
That's
it.
real.
When I
So
saw it,
don't be,
I thought about the artist's mortal soul being in trouble for that.
No,
I was
actually,
always
when I
disturbed
saw a
by the
picture of it,
idea
I
of,
just
One day
thought
for them.
this
No,
is stupid.
Go at
basically,
it as all you want. You can go ahead and mock your creator all you want, but when he comes back with the sword coming out of his
Just
mouth,
watch out for his. Just watch out for his second coming.
any of you do that.
All right,
I'll
Tim,
be
please.
okay.
Just
I'm not going to
I
have a
agree
good
with
time.
that.
I trust me.
Thank
I'm not going to
you,
have a good
Voltaire. I
time from the
appreciate it.
sidelines watching everybody's skull get cracked,
Oh my goodness.
blood
It's-
staining his garments. But
you mean like
Something
in
to look forward
hey,
to, at least.
at least I'll
But
be on the right side.
Kegan? Did you actually get
Yeah.
to part 8 of Twin Peaks: The Return? Because I think that is very much, Lynch does throw in things like that.
That's an incredible segue.
Threw in a monkey wrench.
It's not an incredible segue, but I mean, Lynch makes he makes
A necessary
references to the
segue.
Bible here and there, but he's not like some kind of
Well, he has
Yeah,
angels
in-
at the end of
In the
Firewalk
original
with
Twin
me.
Peaks,
well,
in the
yes.
original Twin Peaks, what was her name? Heather something.
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham. Yeah, she was like quoting stuff that sounded like
Yes.
it was from the Bible, but it wasn't.
Well, Heisenberg,
Oh, wow.
and she was
You
supposed to
remember
be a
that?
nun. Yes, of
Huh?
course. She's
No, I
she's
forgot
supposed
all
to be a-
about that.
Yeah,
Where's
it was
Annie?
very
Voltaire,
last
shut-
episode when she's out there in the sycamore
Where's
tree
Annie?
and she's quoting like.
Dan,
stuff
can we
like that.
please
I
just
actually
treat-
thought it was real scripture at once, but I think
No, it is.
I,
It
have
is.
to- I got to go back and watch
It is
those.
weird.
No, but also Windle reads out. Well, he doesn't read it, but he says this thing, which is actually a poem that was written for fallen soldiers, a religious poem. Their hands touch yours and mine, which I think, whether you're religious or not, it is
Wilfred Owen.
meaningful.
Wonderful.
I don't know if it's by
Kegan,
Wilfred Owen,
what's your take on the end of Firewalk
Probably
with
was.
Me with the Angels? How did that make you
It's-
feel?
I really don't remember. I remember
Okay.
I've seen it like several times, but like with anything with David Lynch, you don't remember every single thing. But what happened?
Yeah.
No.
At the end of
Well-
the thing, after she's dead, she seems to be released from this trouble, and there's angels. It appears to be they're taking her up, I don't know, to heaven, paradise, whatever.
Okay,
And
who's the,
you know
who's
that
the
kind of
character?
symbolism.
Laura?
Laura, yeah, she's the one.
Okay.
And
Right.
as they say, and you know, I've never seen that kind of religious symbolism in a David Lynch, that overt religious symbolism in any David
Right.
Lynch pieces. And
I
to have it aimed,
don't really remember that scene at all, but I'll check
amazing
it out.
scene. I recommend
And
you watch it.
You asked me, Jim, have I watched part 8? And unfortunately, I'm still at the same spot that I left off on. I got a lot going on.
You obviously, yeah, but like I told you, and also Lynch faxed you, I think, don't watch Twin Peaks: The Return on a tablet whilst you're driving and asleep. It's like, you know...
Yeah. He definitely... He's okay with... He's okay with you sleeping, driving, and going live on Facebook, but if you have a tablet open and trying to watch, he wants you to focus all.
Well, no, I think there is a tablet to be taken.
Okay,
that could solve some of
you
this.
can't be taking a nap and watching. He doesn't want you to take a nap while watching his music.
Maybe a truckload of Valiant, but it's. I think you could maybe have a sort of like an Adderall that would help. Snort it maybe even.
That would ramp you up though.
Yes, but that's what you need to be able to get through the Twin Peaks Return. So a lot of people complain that it's like
It's not that I was bored or anything by the series. It's just that I life happens.
You thought it was shit.
Yeah, you're a busy man. Yeah.
I'm a busy man too, and I'm an aspiring kind of.
Well, I know that you're a salesman, so you know.
And I'm a salesman. Hey, David Lynch is a salesman.
Well,
no matter who you are in this planet, you have to
absolutely.
be. You have to get in sales. You're never going to make it. Either you're going to be a cashier. You have to sell yourself.
Some critics have said it.
Have here at Publix.
Have made the claim that
always be closing.
Always be closing. Yeah, if you want that cashier job.
No, but I mean, some critics have claimed
here.
Some critics have claimed that Lynch is a hack. You know, in the past. Although I think that is probably less said now because people are like, kind of, all in awe of just the fact that he, has made various films, etc. But I think when, especially Mulholland Drive, that really sort of recovered his career. I think, but after things like Lost Highway, there was definitely, he's just basically parodying himself, blah blah blah, And,
right. Well, that's going to happen to everybody.
What kind of a fucking asshole made that comment?
A lot of American critics of all. I mean, some British critics as well. When Fire Walk With Me came out. People call it pretentious doodling, like artistic, just misfire, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I mean, I saw it and I didn't think that, but I can kind of understand where they're coming from. I just think they are...
I don't.
Wrong.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go...
They're wrong. They'll have to do better than that, in my opinion.
No, but I think that they are critics, so after all, they...
Cocksuckers.
I don't know, it's just something about Lynch. Some people just don't like it at all, do they? And still now, even.
It's very hard to get into. Yeah, I mean.
Well, I mean, even if you said to somebody like, let's watch, say, I don't know, what is this? Maybe The Elephant Man or something. Some people would watch the start and they'd be like, "What the hell is this?" Yeah. It's got elephants
and
treading on a woman or something. I mean, it's quite.
Jamie,
actually...
didn't you say you liked that? That was your first movie, Jamie? Elephant Man.
That was my first Lynch movie. Yeah, I was 8.
It's opportune thing to mention.
That's like if you're going to start on Lynch, that's a great one to start out. It's actually like a real movie. I mean, not like a real movie, but like a contemporary regular kind of movie.
It's 2 hours. But I think that it's one of his most conventional films in terms of its structure and the style of it. But I think at the same time it does have moments of surrealism in. The starting is pretty disturbing for a PG film, really. I think. It's like I saw that when I was pretty young, and I was like, this is the first time I'd ever seen that kind of surrealism in a. Basically, Lynch says, that's what I'm doing.
It's a PG movie, are you sure? Parental guidance movie?
It was here. I mean, it was PG.
I don't believe you.
I think it was PG. Is it
at
PG now?
PG-13. At least PG-13.
I could have sworn it would.
I think Voltaire wants to make it an
or
R.
even I could have sworn it would be R-rated because this is
I would actually give it an NC-17
like
to be
disturbing
fair.
imagery. I don't think honestly, if I had a kid, I'd let alone.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay for children and stuff within reason, but like
I'm okay. I turned out all right.
Oh, you turned out all right? I don't know about that, Jamie.
My first.
I didn't film.
My first movie was Jaws. That's the first movie I remember seeing as a kid, and I was.
I saw Jaws. I was afraid to get on the toilet.
You saw Jaws when you were 3?
Yes, I told the story.
I remember this, but yeah, it's just...
My parents brought me to the drive-in, thought I'd go to sleep, and I didn't, and I loved it.
It's just a bizarre situation. Yeah, I'm sure it did, actually. Yeah.
But they told me it was fake, so I didn't care. I wasn't afraid of anything because they said it's not real. They always told me TV's not real unless it's the news. So I said okay. So I just didn't. I didn't.
Oh, that's no longer the case, though, is it?
Yeah, because the news is real.
Yeah.
Sure. Really real. Love to see it.
Come on, let's not just go off it. Like,
no derailing.
I don't want to go into politics and stuff.
We were having a good conversation, and then the news got mentioned, and it all got derailed. So let's forget that comment.
I blame the news.
Please don't even mention the weather, actually, and that's there's flooding imminent.
Well, that's not real either.
David, he's a big weather nut.
Well, it is Tim real.
Well, that's true. David Lynch is
a
weather nut.
Like, sits in his room and he does weather broadcasts.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, one of the places with the changing climate in the world, California. He does a weather report from. So, there you go.
Yeah.
I know, and it's basically the same as he says. Like he keeps saying stuff like, "Today is Friday," if you can believe it. I'm not going to do a Lynch impression because that makes me like Twin Perfect.
Here, I'll do it. Today is Friday.
Today is Friday.
Today. But like,
today is Friday.
Did anybody see my video I did?
That's a good one, Voltaire. That's a good one.
In the sky.
Did nobody see my video I did this afternoon?
Friday.
Yes, he says that. Like, and I'm like, what do you mean? If you can believe it, it is. What the fuck are you talking about?
I've got a jar here that I painted.
No, but I didn't like it. I mean, he is playing a character to a certain
I'm going to do an interview with a kid later.
Do an interview with a kid.
That's Voltaire's impression of Twin Perfect doing his impression of Lynch. I like that a lot. That's
Twin Perfect is like my nightmare person. But also, did you see my video where I did a tribute to him this afternoon?
I saw that.
I didn't.
I had ginger hair in it, and I look good, I think. And I think it's a
I saw a little bit. You were wearing a tie. You elevated your style, as they say.
Well, it was a nice tie and a shirt, I think. And I was looking very neat.
I'm a big tie guy. I love ties, and I also love Thai food.
No, but mine was floral. It was like yellow, and it had.
I like.
I'm a big Thai. I love Thai. This is actually. I'm normally every day. I put on. I like to think just like maybe a young man like David Lynch probably did this. I put on a suit, not a suit, but I put on like a button down and a tie every day because I like to get in that mode of like dress for the job you want to have.
Yeah, makes it feel
always
good.
Be crazy.
Yeah, it's really
also when you go to get
too much.
What about when you go to get some tie?
Shirts and iron them.
Yeah.
What about when you go to get some Thai? I mean, when I'm talking about food, obviously not.
Thai food? Yeah, you got to wear a suit and a tie for that one. That requires.
What about when you're out there and you want to get some, Thai love?
Thai love?
Yeah. Well, Voltaire gets that quite a bit, I think.
Thai love.
Trans love.
Well, he's mainly.
Aww.
Voltaire lives in a very area very much overridden by Thai people. And,
really? You do, Voltaire? You got Thai people?
For God's sake!
No.
I live in Southern California. There is a Thai community here, but I don't know that there's a lot of Thai.
Trans community.
No, he says there's too. He said there's too many, and he's going to plan on shipping some of them back and building.
That's fake news.
Hey, Voltaire. Instead of doing that, why don't you just go in there and eat some of their food? They're great.
Oh, I like Thai food quite a bit. I like curry.
I don't understand what you mean. Get rid of the Thai people.
Well, I like.
Don't believe James. Please, that's not true.
No, I like. Voltaire likes eating out.
They're very productive people. Yeah, they come here. They work
very
hard.
Productive. They're lazy, and also I'll say.
It's a complete disaster.
Most Thai people basically just sit around going, "Oh."
No.
No, don't believe him. Don't believe him.
What are you talking about?
That's terrible.
Yeah. I'm in a boss.
They don't
Come
do that. Actually, when the Thai food restaurant,
Who's that then? That's Chinese. Sorry,
I worked at James for 2 years. they were. I was
Tom
the only
Young.
gringo that worked there. The only
I
guy
apologise
that
for my statement. Yeah, I
apologise.
was wrong in what I said. But also, can I just say, Voltaire told me he really likes eating out Thai.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, he likes eating Thai food out when he's, you know, in the field, checking out some, you know,
He likes
videos
Thai
or-
noodle.
Well, he doesn't believe in physical
I don't
media.
care for
but
the implication from you English people.
Can we just take a change of topic into physical media?
I don't
Because
do
this
that
week-
to a lady. It's a sign of weakness and
What?
possibly a sign that you're a Fanuc.
What kind of lingo?
It's not. I don't think that's true. And also, can we just change the topic to physical media, please?
Yeah.
Do you believe in physical media, Kegan?
physical. Oh yeah, of course.
As in VHS, the superior format for watching a film.
I have a Betamax. That's the superior format. Okay,
Wow.
so
That's
well,
Is it
I'm not-
functioning?
all the way. I got it back there. I got to get it fixed.
I actually feel like
that's
I've been
amazing.
beaten now by.
It's broken. You
And
know how to fix a
also,
Betamax?
no.
Okay, I got to figure it out. Maybe it needs a couple new wheels.
I mean, I'm not really a technical whiz. Like, Voltaire says he could fix one of those in 5 minutes flat.
You can, Voltaire. When I ship it
Oh,
off,
you know,
back.
I only VHS. I don't work with Betamax very often.
Okay, I don't
Yeah,
know what to do.
Voltaire's more
I
alpha
know
rather
it's a
than beta,
superior
I
art
think.
form, or
Thank you
superior-
very much. I appreciate that.
I just, there was no, it wasn't even a doubt there. It was a complete
Aw.
statement.
Keegan, are you aware of this brand of eau de toilette?
That's alpha.
No,
Indeed.
it's, what is it? Toilet water?
Yes.
No, it's Mandarin.
Essentially, it's dirty toilet water from an English
I'm
pub.
just giving that away tonight to anyone who
Lead
can.
pipe.
If you
Oh,
can
no,
find
yeah,
out,
no. Laugh it up, Americans.
it's not funny. It's good. This is a very good. This is a
Jamie
new
loves it,
purchase.
Jamie.
I had to go all the way across Derbyshire to get this today, and
Oh yeah, whereabouts? Where?
What's that? 2 blocks?
well, I got this in Ripley in Derbyshire. The same, not
How much was it?
as in Alien Ripley, but
Did
not.
they
I
pay
mean,
you
How
to
much
take
is
it out of the
Monday?
store?
no, I actually paid to buy it
Ah.
because that's what you do
£6.
in this
Is it
shop
£6?
called. No, it was $4.99.
Oh, what a bargain!
And this really is the scent of success. I mean, the smell of success, as in that film.
$7.50 for a cologne. You can't go wrong for that.
I
American
believe
dollar.
Michael
No,
J.
no.
Fox was actually wearing this in that film. So now I've got quite a supply
Oh, well,
of this.
the only way you'll know is you get a smell-o-vision.
No, I put it on the landing because
Oh.
there's this woman who smokes here, and I don't really like the smell of smoke. So I've been smelling it all. I've been spraying it all over her undercarriage, etc. And
Nice.
no, well, not on air undercarriage. I mean, there's like a place,
the
like a
hell?
balcony, like
That might sting a
balcony-
bit.
The balcony has a kind of undercarriage to it, and I just put it out there, get fresh a bit sometimes.
You live above or below you?
Next door, she's. I think she might be deaf and blind, but I mean,
And she goes out on her balcony and smokes, and you go out there and say, "Hey, baby, what's up?"
well, no, I just spray her while she's standing there, and she can't even notice.
I heard if she
Some-
smokes, she pokes.
But she likes it. I mean, anyone would love the smell of mandate around her.
Coupled with cigarette
It's-
smoke, I mean, it sounds wonderful.
it almost you recreate the smell of like some of the finest pubs in or areas generally around Derby, where like the Castle and Falcon, you can go in and get
Okay?
an ice cold Carling, one of Josh's favourite drinks, and who's not here
Yeah.
tonight, sadly. And you combine that with someone smoking outside, just really is. That is the smell of success for me. Would you not agree, Tim? Because you went out this week, I believe,
I did.
and you were telling us of your experiences in Nottingham, in a pub somewhere, and I was like trying to understand
Disappointed
exactly.
in me.
But I was well, no, I wasn't disappointed. I was
Jim, or James and Tim, how far away are y'all from each other?
Not too far, about 30 miles.
Oh, 30 miles.
No, it's less than that. It's about 12 miles
Is
or
it?
so.
Okay.
Yeah, I could,
Oh,
I could
12
walk-
miles,
just
but
trying
the
to
road
get the
system in
geography.
the UK is
I didn't realise it was that
terrible,
close.
so
No, it's very
it'll take
close
you
to
6
it.
hours to get there.
Oh, okay.
No, I
Yeah.
could walk
It
there
took about-
easily, just across the countryside. It's
Oh,
like
okay. That might be.
as long as I
Good
cross
idea.
over a
And
train
how
line.
far are y'all away from London?
120 miles.
Couple of hours on a train.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, you can get there in an hour and a half on a train if it's a fast one.
I got
What if
a,
you're
I
on
got
a canal
couple
boat?
friends in London, and I got a friend in Cambridge.
On a canal boat, probably 20 days at least. Honestly.
A
More.
narrow boat or whatever they call it. Yeah.
I don't think you would even get there. Honestly, you would get stuck somewhere half the way there, and I wouldn't want to go to London on a canal boat. That would be my idea of utter
James,
nightmare
how far are you from
fuel.
Cambridge?
Cambridge? Well, that's
Cambridge, sorry,
sort of
He
near
lectures there
London, really.
periodically.
Cambridge.
Yeah, I'm giving a lecture there next week
He's a
called...
lecturer.
I'm actually a visiting lecturer. I'm giving a lecture called COVID. I don't think so. I know so. So yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting name.
And
Excellent.
I basically
like it.
just shout at people for a while, and then they all leave. That's it.
And they'll say, "Can you get me out of here now, please?"
Yeah, most people do say that when they're hearing.
Or they'll
like,
say,
me
"Yeah,
talk.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
but
know
you're
why,
better than
but-
that."
I always think of myself as like very, convivial and a people person, but people don't seem to generally agree with that.
I can't believe that.
I mean, today I nearly got thrown out of a cafe, honestly, in Derby,
What?
because I said that the
I'd love
staff
to
were
do
very.
that.
I said that
I'd
the
love to
staff
get
were very
thrown out
young,
of a cafe
and, they,
in
and
the
the
UK.
the manager told me that's ageist, and I was like, "Are you
Reverse
having-"
ageist.
I literally said, "Are you having a laugh?" I said that the staff were really young, and that's it. I didn't say anything bad, and he said that I was
said it in
ageist.
anger?
You said that's ageist. That's hilarious.
I think he was joking, but I mean, it was just. I didn't get thrown out or anything. It was just a weird experience.
I know I'm getting thrown out when I go there.
Well, you honestly wouldn't even
Throw me
go in
out
there.
everywhere.
You wouldn't even go in there because it was overrun and
Overrun by
people,
what?
assholes.
Oh,
No, Thai people.
No,
Oh,
not
goodness.
not assholes, but it was basically just like
assholes
too many
and
people.
Thai people.
I should have known better. You should just go to Weatherspoons or something. At least you know what you're going to get there.
Oh yeah.
Like 10 pints of Carlin and a and a fry up basically, and it will come
Nice.
in
An
like
Empire Burger.
literally 10
Again,
minutes.
Empire
So-
Burger, James.
I know
New
that's
York
right.
Empire Burger.
That's when you really feel like you're living at large. The breakfast though it's literally you don't need to eat anything the rest of the day, if not several days. So,
Kegan, what part of
Well,
the
there's
country
more-
are you in?
Small breakfast.
Me? Oh, I just moved. I moved from West
Well,
Palm
yeah.
Beach, Florida to Boca Raton. Boca Raton.
Nice,
Mouth
nice.
of the Rat,
this is just
Florida.
America's penis,
Actually-
Florida.
Yeah, well, yeah, it does kind of look like one, but I don't know. I don't know what to say with that, but yeah, it's a great place. I've lived here
Wonderful
all my life,
place.
and
Wow.
I did travel. I traveled for Sukkot,
Yeah.
Festival of Tabernacles, which requires me to go out and travel, and I traveled in my Honda Sukkah 2018,
Nice.
and I went to Savannah, Georgia. I went to Atlanta, Georgia. I went to Chicago. I went to St. Louis,
Wow.
and I went to Kansas City, and then Tennessee, and then now I'm back here again. My house was a mess.
Right, well, Boca is, popular vacation spot. You're living in a resort area, that's for damn sure.
It is definitely an upscale, and I'm so blessed. Look, my God brought me here, and I never thought I'd be here today. And this is
Praise.
amazing. This is
I
one
wish
of
I
the
lived there.
I never thought I'd be on a live broadcast
Well.
today. So that
Well,
was
I
dreams
wish-
can come true.
Huh?
This is. I mean, we've now got 26 viewers, so that is pretty good to be honest. For like, we're not here even discussing a specific film or anything, and this is during a week when basically Lynch has said on a video that he would be making season 4 now if it wasn't for.
Corona.
Well, he's got diarrhea. Yes.
Oh.
So,
I'm sorry.
no,
to hear
well,
that.
yes, COVID. Yeah.
That can be a symptom of
He's got
COVID, so.
he's got Corona, diarrhea, COVID.
That's terrible.
It's
hope
not a
not.
joking matter. I mean, to be sat on a toilet just like in agony is not fun.
I know.
And,
It's good.
in any sense, it's
He's
actually
a heavy
very
smoker.
serious.
He won't get sick.
Oh, yeah, that's
Well, that makes complete sense. Yes. I think they do actually say that in some weird way that smoking can actually
Yeah, I'm not making a
prevent you
joke.
from catching it.
it's
catching
different
it for
for
some
different
unknown
people.
reason.
I mean, a lot of
But
people.
that's a generalization. I mean, you can't get like people just take up smoking. Like, I'm not going to catch COVID now. You know, I mean, that's ridiculous.
When I smoked, I never got the
Apparently,
flu. None of
worried
that
it's
shit.
something.
Yeah, but come on, that's probably because you just were because of smoking. You went to places where other people. were
No, when I
coughing all
smoked,
over you
I
or
had
whatever.
sex with a girl with a clap, and I did not catch it.
What? What?
Round of applause.
I
for
made
that.
sex on a lady with the clap.
That's the
because I was
best comment
closer, I
all
didn't
night,
catch
really.
it.
It's just...
Yeah.
That's
You are
more-
one lucky dude not to have
I
caught
don't
it.
understand how it protects against, like, a sexual
What, smoking?
disease. Yeah. Were you
Chewing
actually
tobacco
putting...
is apparently really good. If you don't want to get COVID, apparently chewing tobacco has become quite vogue.
Are you
Well,
serious
certain
now,
areas.
Tim?
Oh, wow, chewing tobacco? What are we going
Yeah.
back into the
Yeah,
early?
No,
It-
Tim's
it-
joking now. I can tell when he's joking. Chewing tobacco. I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, like
There's
spitting
a
it
lot
out
of-
all over the
I come from
all over
redneck,
the pavement and
redneck
stuff.
town.
Yeah, I worked with a guy who chewed tobacco. It's gross.
That's
He
that's
Yeah,
was
actually
always
something
walking
that I
around with
should
an
say.
empty Diet Coke can, spitting his fucking tobacco juice.
Yeah,
away.
this was in my
I
school.
just
growing
in
up.
front of people.
I'm a
and I'd
cowboy.
say- And they'd say, "What do you think to that?" You know,
He did think
but
he was
no,
a bit of a cowboy, Tim. You're absolutely right about that.
It's disgusting, to be
and he
honest.
was from fucking California, but he talked like a cowboy. And he goes, "I'm a cowboy, even though I'm not from Texas." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, man."
Well, he was living the
He
cowboy
looks
dream.
like a
wasn't
cowboy
he?
and
So
talks like a cowboy.
You know.
Probably is a cowboy.
it can give you like mouth cancer and stuff. So.
Cowboys
It
are
will
pretty
give you mouth
cool.
cancer.
I'll give them that. You know, cowboys are pretty cool. Clint Eastwood, man. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's a cool guy.
It's just
Why
the way
isn't
Tim
there a cowboy?
responds.
Oh, a cowboy Lynch.
Have you ever seen the film Unforgiven? That's a good film.
Seen Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, sorry, that's a bit obscure.
Unforgiven,
Voltaire. What-
starring
can you
Clint
explain
Eastwood as
what-
an elderly
who was in it?
cowboy.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
Well,
I,
that's
I
a
do
good
love.
one.
I do
I
love.
wouldn't say elderly. He wasn't like 85 in it, was he? Like going around with a wheelchair.
No, but he was
I'm gonna-
supposed to be.
I'm going to put a hole in you.
But he was supposed to be past it, as you English say.
No,
And he ends up
wasn't.
kicking ass in it. Yeah, it's true.
Well, okay, yes, he wasn't how he was in his, obviously, you know,
Outlaw
a few
Josie
dollars more or
Wales,
something.
another great Clint Eastwood film as a cowboy. I love that one.
Do you?
Oh, I
didn't know
love
you like-
Outlaw
I didn't know you
Josie
like
Wales.
westerns. So.
I like
do
some
American
westerns.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, I like some of them, like Back to the Future 3, for instance. That's a particular
What do you
Terrible
guys-
film.
What do you guys think of No
No,
Country
it's
for Old
not.
Men?
I
I
love
love
No
that
Country movie.
Yeah, it's a good film, obviously, yeah.
That
Have you
Javier
ever-
Bardem is terrific.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never
Dark
read
Horse.
anything by the guy who wrote the book, Cormac McCarthy.
No,
Embarrassed to
I
say
haven't.
I haven't.
But
Oh, he's
Got COVID, I think.
Cormac McCarthy is an awesome.
that's a
he's
nice little
Southern-
mention there, Tim.
Southern Gothic Western novel. He's just
Nice.
great. He's just very. Oh man, he's
Cormac
the best
McCarthy has
author
got
ever.
COVID. Are you serious?
You know, when I was watching
Yes? Oh no! Please don't play with
You
me.
know, when I was watching No Country for Old Men, I thought it was a period piece because it looks like it's from the 70s.
Well,
I go,
bless
no,
you,
that's
Paul,
just
mate.
how shitty Texas looks.
I think Texas looks good, especially
The
in
little towns look like it's from the 70s. They're 30 years behind.
Yeah, but I like that. I like that aspect. Like when
Well,
I went
leave
to
it to you.
Georgia, when I went to Macon,
Macon.
where they filmed Wise Blood, the most PC film known to man. Not really. That I didn't realize these things, but like afterwards, I'm like,
That's why you loved it.
I talk to people about it, and they're like, "What?" I mean, it's just very much of its time, though, isn't it? And also the author. I mean, Flannery O'Connor was, a very
Nazi.
religious person. No, she was not a Nazi, and the opposite, in fact. Like a very much a staunch Catholic, but she wrote these books which are just grotesque, and disturbing. So
What's the opposite of a Nazi? A Jew?
no? Just stop
Do
going
they have
into
an
like.
opposite?
There's nothing to do with Nazis or Jews in Wise Blood.
You said she's the opposite of a Nazi.
Yes, but I went to Macon and
Communist.
I went in like a thrift store there, and they were like selling. I remember seeing like The Offspring and stuff like that on cassette, and thinking,
What are you? Macon? Are you talking about Georgia?
yeah,
Oh, okay. I didn't. Sorry, I lost track. So you were here in America. How come you didn't come
yeah.
by?
I went to Atlanta as well, but
How come
well,
you didn't come here to Boca Raton?
well, it was a
Excellent
while
question.
back. Obviously, I didn't know you then, Kegan. But I think
Oh well.
now I would probably.
Obviously, you don't know transcendental meditation.
That's
I think
for sure.
basically
You could-
my
you could
point.
go
My
back and
point when I
correct
was
your
there,
mistakes.
I like that town
Yeehaw.
because there were some shops like that seemed really like straight out of a film, or also the bars and things. So
Moneybags James over here did pay for a transcendental meditation course.
Who did?
Yes, I had to
Moneybags
reduce
James.
That's a
Yeah,
reduced
you
fee
did.
because I, was on income support, etc. So yeah. I'm not Moneybags at all. So I wish you'd stop saying this, please.
I heard you're made of dollar bills, as they say.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, but I'm for one thing, I'm in I'm in the UK, so therefore, why would I be made of dollar bills? And,
Yeah, but that's the irony.
and also, I remember when I got there through going through customs on the way there, I went through Washington DC. They actually said to me, like, "What are you doing here?" That was their first.
Well, yeah, they ask you, "What's your business here? What are you doing?"
Yeah, but they look really like just confused at me. Like, "Are you here on a holiday?" And I was like, "Yes." So,
Okay.
but they seemed like
What's wrong?
they'd not seen someone like me there before. I don't know.
Are you talking about in Macon?
No, more in Washington DC. I went in this sort of way that I was thinking like this looks a bit American, but it sort of didn't quite work. Like I had this like leather jacket on and jeans and stuff.
What year was this?
This is like November, just before, also around the time
Last
of
November?
November
No, it was in
2019.
It was in 2000.
Oh, 2000.
2000?
When George W. Bush was elected. Yes, I was very young, and I think they were just a bit surprised to see me because I seemed so young. And
they could probably hear your accent
at the airport called me punk.
Right.
Yeah. Like I was like, punk? What are you talking about?
What?
I mean,
You
you
know
were a
all this
punk rocker.
then?
I said, I don't think so. I know so. She said, shut the goddamn hell up, boy, before I penetrate your ass with my magnum.
Whoa.
No, she didn't
Wow.
really say that.
That sounds
She
like
was-
a great action scene.
She was a black woman. She wasn't.
Indeed.
I was on a train. I was on a
Damn
train though.
straight.
The translator said to me, "Sir, can you please get out of the door?" Like, because there were all these teenagers going back and forth to get in, and then it's like as soon as you see a black woman with a massive ass with a like,
Uh-oh.
like
Yeah,
going
you
like this on
automatically
it,
came
like,
in your pants.
you're like, shit in hell, man! I better get out of the door. God damn! And then I went down to this like Greyhound station, just looking around because I was going to go to the next day, and I'd had a few Guinness and stuff. And then there's this dude comes up to me, he's like, "You want to buy some weird and all that?" And like just gives me a packet of
weird?
like, basically,
Some weird.
no, some weed or whatever, or some
That's
weed.
some designer drug.
No, no, he literally gave me just some bits of grass that he picked up off the floor in a basket,
Oh, yeah.
and I gave him
And
like
he
$10.
charged you for it?
And then he just like ran off, and I was like, and then I also went up this street, and this one was going, "Hey, you want to come in the titty bar?" I'd never heard that apart from in films, like titty bar.
Very common terminology.
Like no one would ever say that here.
Yeah.
People would
Oh,
say
wow.
here,
No,
they call them here.
They call them fanny pubs over there.
No, here they call them just
Fanny pub.
the jug and arms or something. You know,
Hello, mate.
something.
Let's go down to the
They
fanny
don't
pub.
call them
No, we're
gentlemen's
more
club over there?
sophisticated.
Hello, mate.
They did-
Let's go down to the funny pub.
Yeah, that's it.
They-
Hello.
They do.
Oi, where's
do
the
have
fanny
some-
pub?
No, they do literally have some topless bars here, but
Let's go see some birds at the fanny pub.
I don't think it's really a good idea.
Did you say,
you know.
Voltaire, did you say fanny pub or fanny pump?
Pub.
Oh,
Fanny pub.
I just
P-U-B.
okay. Okay.
It's not a titty bar, it's fanny pub.
The fanny pub. That sounds good. As opposed to fanny pack.
What's a pack?
That's what
Oh,
they
Oh,
wear
I
around their
see. Oh, I
waist.
see. I see.
Oh, I love fanny packs. Those are coming back.
I
in
bet
style.
you do.
I love them. They're very versatile.
Yeah.
For running.
No, I think they look a bit stupid, to be fair.
Oh.
That's
They're very
okay. I don't
functional.
mind looking stupid, brother. They are
Sure.
functional. They're perfect.
If you're wearing
Yeah,
a
but-
shirt and a tie and a fanny pack, nobody's gonna mess
No,
with
not when I'm running. Come on, Voltaire.
you. Okay,
Not
sorry.
when I'm. Look, that's not aesthetic at all.
Okay, well, I is that a
Talking
fashion
about when
faux
I'm
pas?
running.
Oh,
Yeah, but
for
when-
your
These
exercise.
sweatpants don't have any
Uh,
pockets. You need something to carry your stuff in.
Excellent point.
Yeah, but
And
this
you
is
need a
making me
fanny
think
pack.
of one
What
of
do
our
you carry in your
potential.
fanny pack? What sort of stuff do you have in the said pack?
What's your
Walking
daily
around,
carry?
or running around money. Change.
Oh, money.
Keys, so I can open my door when it's my house. So no
Well, that
burglars
key's
get in.
in.
You got burglars over there in the UK?
Sure.
No,
they
we
do.
don't have them.
Do you lock
No, we
your
don't.
doors?
Never.
You're not-
Well, I accidentally burgled myself once. That was quite bad.
No, the welfare is so good in
and
the
I-
UK. There's no crime.
There's no crime at all, right?
Because
No,
the
I called
welfare
the
is so
police.
good.
I called the police.
I
and,
heard that everybody leaves the doors open in the UK.
Hmm.
They don't even
Anyway,
shut the doors in the UK.
Vol-
they just
Voltaire-
leave them open.
They just have beads.
Um,
They don't even have doors.
All right,
Keep-
sorry. I'm sorry. We're very disrespectful.
It's okay, Kegan.
Sorry
I'm going
about
to
that,
just
DK.
say cheerio for tonight because I think your sound is such a problem. And I said just do a half-hour introductory one tonight. But I hope we can
Okay.
do a video just me and you.
All right, yeah.
In the
right
next
on.
week or something to discuss whatever, basically.
All right, just whenever
If you're
you want.
interested, anyway.
Yeah, no
Well,
problem.
you
Let me
really
know.
need. There is a problem with your sound. It's like kind of this.
I don't
buzzing
know.
or something.
I don't know what to do, guys. I'm like I said, this is my first time.
It's
I'm
okay,
sorry.
but I just thought I'd mention it.
Maybe
All
some
right.
earbuds.
We'll figure it out next time. We'll get it better. Okay.
Oh,
And
will-
your sound got much better. Wow.
No, I think it's still buzzing, and I would just like to say
Oh, man.
cheerio for now, Kegan.
sorry.
and
Yeah.
See
I'm
you
sorry,
in the trees.
guys. I really
See you in
got
the
the
trees.
ball. I'm a complete failure. It's my first
No,
time.
no. You're excellent.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, obviously, I think it is buzzing.
All right, guys. Peace. God
Have a
bless.
good one.
See you in the trees.
God
Bye.
bless.
That was fun. Bye.
Now we've joined by Cameron, who's hopefully